Here we go. Okay. Let me pull up what I've printed. I, people of God, felt it necessary to address what about the Rapture 2025? Question mark. Okay. Um, if you notice, I put together how many times in American history people have claimed that the rapture is about to come, and there are five significant times where it had nationwide impact. It's right there on the electronic document sent to you. There was rapture talk. Well, see here.
You want me to read it, Dad?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it up. Go ahead.
What happened to the Rapture 2025? Facts regarding the talk of rapture. Number one, history of rapture talk. A. Great disappointment of 1844.
Stop right there. That one I've heard of before. I actually heard that when I was a teenager, when I first became a Christian. That there's one person, and the person who put this together said people again sold their things, gave up jobs, whatever, because they really believed this person, and it didn't happen. 1844. Okay, so there's nothing new under the sun. What happened here in 2025 has happened in these other five significant events. Go ahead. Go ahead.
B. 1910 Haley's.
I should have put the word comet. Haley's Comet. Okay?
Okay.
Caused a lot of people to believe that the rapture was about to take place. When they kept talking about the Haley's Comet, they, some spiritualized it and twisted it to connect it to the rapture. That this was a sign of the end of time. And there was great talk about the rapture in 1910, which is interesting because my grandfather was born then. And my grandmother was not born yet. Interesting. Go ahead.
C. 1988 Edward Weisant. NASA's NASA scientist book.
He was a NASA scientist. Whoa. He wrote a book. He wrote a book using mathematics to predict the rapture. And he said mathematically, and his book was sold in Christian bookstores, by the way. He made a ton of money.
Mm.
A ton of money. And of course, it didn't happen in 1988. It was, I think it was titled 88 Reasons Why the Rapture Will Happen in 1988. We were all alive in 1988. There was no rapture. You got it. Okay? So if you weren't aware of these, here, this year is going to go down as number six. But go ahead, go to the fourth one.
All right. D. Harold Campher, 1994 Family Radio.
Everyone's seen Harold Camper reading the Bible. And over and over again, in 1994, he predicted that the rapture. I had never heard of him in 1994. I didn't become aware of him until maybe 1996, 97, 98. Okay? And he again, the sad part about it, especially Edward Wisen and Harold Camper, they made money
Mhm.
off of these claims. They made money off of these claims. For them, they flipped it and monetized the claim. Okay?
Mhm.
Harold definitely wrote books and got people to support him to get the word out. And to get the word out, they gave donations for him to keep broadcasting to reach many people. Are you hearing this? So,
Mhm.
you know, Everyone's seen Harold Camphor out of California on Family Bible. It came on early, always early in the morning. Okay,
Yeah.
and here he is again. He came back this.
2011.
Yeah, he came back and said that he made a mistake. It's really 2011. Da, da, da. And after 2011 didn't happen, he then claimed that he repents that no one knows the day. That was his repentance. He came on and repented and said I was wrong.
Mm.
That's after two major claims and many checks going into the bank behind the claim.
He should have gave all that money back.
Was it possible? Some of the people may have died. Remember, it stretched from 19, what was it, 89,
94.
94?
Mm-hmm.
That's a total of what, 18 years. I wouldn't be surprised evangelists if most people who gave it to him were elderly.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, a little bit.
I forgot to tell y'all. EJ's sister. EJ was told that her niece has died, and
I'm sorry.
that her sister. Remember when y'all all spoke in Atlanta, and her sister, Evangelist Cynthia Elizabeth. It was a long time ago, about um, 2014, I believe it was. Could have been
Mm.
2016. Anyway, her daughter supposedly have died.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and that's EJ niece. That was her mother calling me from Mississippi.
Um,
That's why y'all couldn't hear me.
I
And
found the man's name for the Great Disappointment for 1844.
who's that?
His name was William Miller.
Yeah, he did say it. I didn't write it down. Okay.
Hmm.
So you just Google that and it came up?
It came right up.
Yeah.
I Googled Rapture 1844.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So let's start with the facts. What else is on there after the fact?
Number two, The Last Trump.
Okay. That is connected to, look up in your search engine,
Hmm.
Christ shall appear the last trump. It's I believe it's Corinthians. Let's see here.
First Corinthians 15:52.
Yeah. Yeah. Read it.
Okay, give me 1 second. Pull it up, King James Version. Okay. King James Version of First Corinthians 15:52. It says, in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed.
That is pretty much again, and the Lord shall descend with the trumpet of God. All right. Uh, Now, remember, Jesus is coming back, coming twice. Once,
Mm-hmm.
once to rapture his church for the
Mm-hmm.
marriage supper of the Lamb, and the other time he's coming back to deal with the Antichrist.
Mm-hmm.
I believe this is for the rapture here. Okay,
Okay.
so this is going to be interesting to see what becomes of this. Now, um, Can the rapture still occur before this week is out? The answer to that is yes. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're still blowing the shofar. The trumpets are still blowing. Keep going. What's the next one?
Daniel and Revelation, 1260 days.
That is still a fact. That the 1260 and 1260 fits perfectly for 7 years between the Feast of Trump and Yom Kippur in 2032. That, um, you know, what's that called? Statistical anomaly.
Mm-hmm.
Anomaly has occurred where it really aligns this way, where exactly 7 years go between two feasts.
Mm-hmm.
That's another reason why the talk was so generated, because never have things align so perfectly the way this just did. Okay? All right? Now, um, those are everything we just said are all facts. The last Trump, the 1260. Now, let's go to the next section. Let's go here because this is the part where it gets more interesting. Go.
The bed of the talk. Number one, AI generated videos.
I did not, I want you to stop right there, get a chance to do what I really wanted to do, the necessary research to prove my point on this. But as Evangelist, you were the only one that was on when I was praying, and I heard that a lot of these NDEs and a lot of these, what do you call it, Rapture talk are AI generated. And people are doing it to get clickbait, that they're making money writing fiction
Mm.
about NDEs, near death experience, and people can get an AI. AIs can generate videos,
Yeah.
and they're sitting back. They're now fictional writers using AI. Let me tell you how far AI have went. Listen to me. In case y'all don't know this, let me educate you. Okay, there are people who have their AI singers. They have AI authors and AI singers. They have AI singers that have top hits online and making as much money as a regular celebrity. And some are touring. If you did not hear this, there's a young man that was just arrested who made an AI song and went on tour.
Mm.
That the person, listen, the person does not exist. He put it in a female voice. She don't exist.
Mm.
Okay? And the people knew it was AI generated, by the way. All right? I'm going further. But there was a young lady who was apparently enamored and greatly attracted to him, that was found dead in his rented Tesla, cut into pieces.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that.
He became a star behind AI songs. He was making millions in the last few years. In the last 2, 3 years, he made that much money. What I'm trying to wake you up to understand, we now have people creating, you know, the AI is generating songs that's going to be hits, and it could be of any genre. You know, I won't be surprised they have an AI gospel song and could put it in anyone's voice.
Mm.
It's going to be done, and people will be like, "Oh, that's a hit. That's a hit," not knowing AI wrote it. Okay, so we now must be more aware that some of these YouTube clips could be AI generated. And I
Mm.
think this what came to me, and that how I want to put into the search engine. I'm trying to show you something. I want to put into the search engine. Matter of fact, just on a whim, let me go right to Google
With AI generated videos?
No. Were Rapture videos. Hold on. AI generated.
There was a lot of them that came up when I did it.
Wow. Okay. What I should have said, I'm putting for clickbait. Well, this is going to stand. I
Mm.
think I think I should put a tape so it won't slide down. Hold on. Pray.com use AI do to do it. Okay. They calling it a deep fake. All right. You know what I should put? And I shouldn't do this research while I'm trying to finish this. AI generated testimonials. You hear that? Are you there?
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Hang on, I'm gonna try one more time, then I'm gonna stop. Hang on, this will be my last swing at it. Then I'm gonna do it on another time. Okay. Here we go. Some Christians have reported seeing AI generated content spreading their church, spreading within their content, featuring a fake U.S. soldier who claimed to die to see the rapture and be resurrected. So yes, it's out there. They say people are claiming that this was done. It is.
Mm.
So I heard properly in the spirit that some people have reported that they believe this stuff was AI generated.
Mm.
And why is that significant? Now pay attention. This is the most important part of why it was so bad. It wasn't the you know biblically based points that got people hyped about the rapture. It was the prophecy and the dreams and the visions that became testimonials. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The testimonials that appeared in YouTube clips. Right now, the number one target that people are focusing on is Joshua out of South Africa. He is now, his name is totally messed up. Did you hear what I said? He was interviewed, um, 40, I don't know, dozens of times before this happened.
Yeah, because
And
he said it was on the 23rd, right?
right now, it's gonna be most interesting to see if he surfaced and say something like Harold Camper did.
Mm-hmm.
I made the joke that if it doesn't happen, he would disappear.
Yeah, you did say that. I remember you saying that.
Mm-hmm. Now we shall see.
Well, he still got 2 hours. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to be funny. Where you go?
The best jokes weren't meant to be funny. He still got 2 eyes. Darling, oh my Lord. Lord help us, Jesus. This is bad as some people online doing this. You know? They're saying, what happened? Did I miss the rapture? Did I sleep through it? They're out there. And which goes to, where is it? The bad. What was the next point after AI generated?
Increased mockers.
That's the next point.
Yeah,
The mockery is just beginning.
right. And that's the sad part, like you said.
Yes. Yes. This is the bad. That for some they're gonna say, it's everything about the Bible or everything about followers of Christ is not real. That's the bad part. How much cleanup on aisle 5 is going to be behind this?
Yeah.
I think how many miracles going to have to be performed? How many blind eyes going to have to be open? How many lame going to have to start walking? The dumb start talking? Cancer diagnosis being reversed. All this to shut up that we serve a true and living God, because some people are now believing that when Christians make statements, nothing shall, it's going to take miracle signs and wonders for some people to believe that our God is alive. It
Right.
is. And you know, um, well, yeah, in a way, I'm going to knock. A lot of churches are entertainment centers now. They won't like me saying that they have dance off, where you never know how they're going to dance in there. The focal point, the best part of it, will not be the teaching and preaching. The best part going to be the dances. Man, did we have a time. Why? Because we danced. You get my point. Not because of the souls were saved. Not because of the deliverance. The number one thing that's being shown all over, what do you call it? Social media
Internet.
is the dances. Huh?
I was saying the internet.
Yeah. And so, the mockery that's going to happen because they hyped this up to the point they got the world's attention. They did get the
Yeah.
world's attention. I knew they were going to get the world's attention. And now people are saying, well, what happened to the so-called rapture? Okay? You know? So, the mockery, and then the next point, look at the next point.
Lost faith.
This one is more so for the ones who sold their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It was done. People gave up their houses, jobs, emptied
Lord
their
have mercy.
savings,
Mm.
emptied their savings, emptied their savings. Just get that. Hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not more.
Mm.
The wealth transfer went the wrong way. The guy, I showed them a video of a guy who was given a car, was given $2,000. I didn't tell you that. He was given $2,000 in cash. From Uber driver said, "We're not going to be here. Here, you take this money." And they gave him $2,000.
Wow.
He said, "I believe in Jesus." And I saw him video the same guy on one of his TikToks this morning. He was lying in bed, and he said, "I just want to make sure my DL lover was not raptured."
Mm.
This is one. They gave him a very expensive sports car.
Mm.
They gave him a lot of things. He got 1 million views on this. They were holding a prayer vigil all night, fasting and praying. Here's the question. Talking about lost faith. Why didn't someone, in all that fasting and praying, hear from God and say this is not going to happen? Did you get my point? I don't follow um Hubert Urban Angel.
Angel.
He put up a short clip. There will be no rapture in 2025. Stop this foolishness. He just flat out, and he got, last I saw, it was almost a 500,000, going towards a 500,000 people who watched that clip. He was short and to the point. Okay? So, where we going with this? I pray no one left the church. Don't want to hear nothing else about Jesus. Because their life is ruined behind giving everything away. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
And is there a high chance we're going to come across people who did this? The answer to that is yes. High chance. Let's go quickly to the last ones. What does it say?
The good of the talk. Number 1, rapture awareness grew. 2, some repented.
No, that don't rush past that. Rapture awareness grew is very true.
Mm-hmm.
What's good about that? Some people who never heard of the rapture now know about the rapture.
Right.
That's good. In
Mm-hmm.
other words, there's an old saying in media, there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Right.
Bad publicity gets your name out there. The word rapture for this year went to an all-time high. Okay? How many people Googled the word rapture because they never heard it, because there's some people who've never been to church? Remember
Right.
the young man who said, I was not ever raised, I've never stepped foot in a church. I bet you heard about the rapture talk. Do you get my point? For everyone who's never been to church, Muslims or whatever, you get the point, who were raised
Mm-hmm.
Muslim, the awareness of the word rapture went way up because of this. The not so good thing is that it so far has not happened. Like you said, it's still an hour and so many minutes before it could happen. Okay,
Well, I was just talking about from what he was saying, but some people were saying it was from the 23rd to the 25th, right?
right. Oh, hold on, I forgot to tell y'all something. It is the Jewish New Year
Mm-hmm.
in New York, where we are, as right here in Brooklyn. I don't know what part of Brooklyn is. We're close to Prospect Park. I've seen at least close to 50, if not 100 Jews walking the street praying. They're doing a spiritual walk, and they have their prayer book with them.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to Ab, they're walking, doing a spiritual walk to maintain spiritual control of
New
this area.
York.
Yeah. I said, people think they're just walking. No, this is a spiritual walk. And it wasn't until I was riding up on the bus earlier this year, you know, while Ab car was
Mm-hmm.
waiting to get back on the road, that a Jew was sitting there and he started praying, and I could feel the spirit that's on the ground in his prayer.
Mm.
I said, you mean to tell me this spirit I be feeling on the ground, the spirit of New York, is the Jewish spirit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? This, and they let me know, and it's not a good feeling. They let me know because, the Jews still are Old Testament. They will curse you. Hello? Hmm?
But
Unless
they're
you're,
Zionists.
hmm?
I said they're Zionists.
Well, no, 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 no. Remember imprecatory curses,
Yes,
psalm?
I remember.
They will invoke an imprecatory psalm against you real quick. Because in their eyes, this is the way of God. That when someone's an enemy of them, you can speak curses on them. They're still doing it. Don't sleep
Mm-hmm.
that. You better believe they're cursing every Muslim. You better believe they're cursing anyone who's getting in the way of what they want to do.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Uh, we're commanded to love,
Right.
but they I will curse them that curse you. They will say it in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And they know that was the promise, the Abraham blessing. That was the promise that they gave to well. Now it is said that, and I don't want to belong this time that with y'all, but it is said that um, the Jews that's in Israel right now are not the original Jews. That
Right.
they came from Europe.
Right.
The real ones who came out of Egypt, okay, have a different DNA strand.
That is true.
Okay, that these ones have more are mixed with Germans and Russians.
They're converts.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I believe some of them have original genes, but like the Samaritans, they married other races and their gene pool got mixed up. Now, original Jews don't mix up their gene pool. They believe in marrying within their own. I don't want to say race, but within their own ethnicity. If you get the point. So, but their awareness have went up. Let's go to the next point.
Some repented.
A lot of people did repent. Take the one who wanted to get all the ones who rushed to get baptized Sunday. And I think it made Quincy get more serious about God when he heard about it in Charlotte. So I think that's a small sample. I don't believe that the ones around me were the only ones. I believe there were a number of people who tightened up their belt and got back on track with prayer, fasting. I guarantee some people repented and may stay on track because of this. They're
Right.
like, he didn't come, but at least now what came up good out of this is that I started reading and praying more. So this is a good thing that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Some lost faith, but some gained faith.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You gotta look at this in more and more. All this came to me while I was getting ready today, by the way, and I heard to put this out. Okay, here's the last one. What's the last one?
Discerning grew.
If people are wise, their discernment should be up. What does that mean? Iron sharpening iron. I always say people don't understand prophecy. When we hear prophecy now, or people, let me tell you about those AI generated. As Elder Taylor and I said earlier, a lot of them have almost say the exact same word, and they're
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
And they're different. They're supposed to be by different people. And I was like, wait a minute, why does this sound just like the last one? Okay, there's no way unless it's AI generated, or And so, as we listen to NDEs, near-death experience testimony, hell experience testimonies, rapture, there are some people who have no integrity, have no morals. They're amoral. All they want is a paycheck. Okay, they'll pump out these fake videos. All right, because they know some Christians are gullible. You get my point? So as we click on this, we gotta be more discerning. We must be more discerning. And I think from now on, before I tell some people to check this out, I'm gonna see if a lot of them are discerning. And I'm hearing they've been doing some AI generated prayer testimonies.
Mm.
It's no subject offhand. Okay, AI generated spiritual warfare ones. They're using every subject instead of writing books. They're doing electronic books. They're doing anything to get a paycheck. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
We must be. What did I say? Increase discernment. Is that the way I put it?
You have discerning grew.
We must be more discerning. So we got this Rapture talk to thank for making us sharper in the way
Mm-hmm.
we be more discerning in what we hear.
Mm-hmm.
I said years ago, have discernment at the gate of your ears. Let the Holy Ghost help your discernment at your ears. Listen, I'm gonna squeeze this in. Some people don't understand the gift of discernment can manifest with you seeing demons and seeing angels.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can hear um, angels talk, or you can hear demon talk. That's still discernment. You get my point. And discernment can manifest both with those two physical senses, but in the spirit realm, you're discerning through your eyes. You're discerning through your ear. You get
Mm-hmm.
me? Okay. And people must understand discernment can happen that way. I hope did this help y'all get some perspective on this?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. All right.